All right, so this is your host, Tyler Miller, with another episode of Be the Obvious Choice podcast, and I'm super excited with this one. I'm sitting with three of my absolute best friends, and this is a topic I've wanted to cover for a really long time because I don't think anybody ever talks about it in the real estate industry, and that is the women behind the scenes, the wives of realtors. And also this can apply to spouses of realtors, man or woman, because they are the unsung heroes of our businesses, and they rarely get any of the credit. So I hope whoever is listening to this can take a few things away to better understand what it takes to be successful in this industry. If you have a spouse or a family, this one is for you. So I'm going to go around and we're going to introduce everybody. So why don't we start with the eye candy to my left, Mr. TK. Tell us a little bit about yourself, buddy.
Hi, glad to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Let's start it off the right way.
Oh, yep.
Ow. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bush. Actually, it's a White Claw.
Yeah, girl.
Cheers. Did you go with watermelon as well?
Yep, we got a big dub.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, how long you've been doing this, how long you've been married, and anything about your family.
Don't get that one wrong.
Oh, when's the anniversary date?
10-1.
20.
But anyways, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, you bet. Been doing this for, I think I just started my 5th year. Started my team last year, was on a team prior to. Absolutely loved it. Wouldn't change it for the world. But led us to, obviously get to the crossroad where we're talking about it today with a spouse at home taking care of the fam. So it's been kind of a blessing and also a curse, which you will probably
at times.
agree. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I wouldn't.
More
I
so to
wouldn't change
Chelsea
it.
than you.
I'm the blessing.
Yeah.
100%. There's a reason they call it the better half, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but been doing it for about 5 years now. We're hitting the ground running. We're excited for 2023 and excited to be here.
Awesome. And that is Taylor Kielty with TK Homes,
Team.
my business partner at eXp Realty. And let's go over to his lovely wife, the better half,
Correct.
Chelsea.
Yep. So I'm Chelsea. I don't think you ever answered this one, but we've been married 6 years now.
He didn't answer that on purpose. He wanted to make sure he got it right.
Yeah.
10-1.
Yeah, don't forget it. No. Yeah, been with you the whole ride. I think he started real estate, I think a month after we signed papers to close on our own home. So left his job before closing. So that
Were you guys married when he started real
Yeah.
estate? Okay.
I think we were married for less than a year.
Yeah, tell them the whole story about how we found real estate.
You can do that one later. You probably have more details to add in than I
5
would.
jobs
Yep.
in 2 years.
5 jobs in 2 years.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the fallback industry, man. That's why 9 out of 10 agents fail, because it's just like, I don't know what my plan is,
I did it in reverse.
Yep, you did.
Yeah, you had no plan, and then you found this. So
Door-to-door salesman of, was it internet?
CenturyLink. Yeah.
CenturyLink, and then our other business partner, AJ Pedersen, said, bro,
This isn't you.
Yeah.
what are you doing right now? You need
You're
to
meant
get
for
in
more.
here.
$100 a sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. So, and actually when me and my wife met you guys, Chelsea, you were still working, right?
Yes.
Okay. And were you full-time or were you just part-time at that point?
I was still full time.
Okay. As a nurse.
Yes.
Right. Okay. You'll notice a theme with our wives. So
Like twinsies.
We are. I know.
let's jump over to
Nurses make the best realtors' wives.
They do. Yeah. They're very caring and patient and are okay wiping our asses.
More than we deserve.
But let's go over to my beautiful bride, Ashley Miller. Tell us a little bit about yourself, honey.
Yes, I am Ashley Miller, the wife of Tyler Miller.
There's more.
That's it. She's just my wife. Tell them about our family.
I don't know what I should say.
about our
We
family.
have a son, Jameson, who is 9, and a daughter, Ariana, who is 7. We've been married for, I think it's 12 years
12
now.
years. Been together since we were
Since
15.
Yeah.
So cute.
Over half our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I've tricked her this long into sticking with me, but here she is by my side through all of it. when I got into real estate, that was, I mean, I got my license in high school, like right out of high school. So we weren't married yet, but it wasn't full time by any means. When I got into it full time, Ashley was still working full time as a nurse overnights.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And she was also either pregnant or we already had Jameson. I want to say you were pregnant and it was like June and Jameson was born later, like in September. But so yeah, lots going on, you know, when that happened. So, but okay. So, you know, everybody that's here, I got a few questions that I'm going to start asking people. So
We forgot our kids as well. We have
Oh, yeah.
yes, tell us about your children.
We have 2 boys. Life is crazy. Deacon's 4, and Crew is a little over 6 months.
It's crazy.
So cute. Yeah.
Crazy times. Okay. So I think the first question I want to throw out for like everybody, just kind of like set the table a little bit for the people listening. Like, talk about how our lives were when we started out. Like, what did it look like? Because our wives are both working. We were probably like, what the hell what are we doing? We had kids, so ours might be a little bit different, but like, just talk about that. Like, what, you know, you decide I'm going to get into real estate. Where are you at in your lives at that point?
My wife was paying my bills.
Yeah.
Ditto.
Started
Same.
there.
I was the breadwinner at first.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I had no idea what to do. I had been in a completely different sales industry, so having large caliber interactions with people. So it's not like I'm going up there asking them for a home remodeling package or a switch to some internet or buy a TV or something. It was, you know, relationship based. So it was super exciting. But I obviously had no expectations that I could set for the better half. And so when I'm over here running around saying like, oh, I got to go to this happy hour now, I got to go to this fun stuff, and you can go to work.
Right.
Have fun.
Yep. That was definitely similar in our household too. I remember Ashley at one point being like, you just get to have fun all day.
Yeah.
And like, and I mean, being a nurse is not an easy job. You guys saw so much stuff. I know Ashley in particular, you know, saved people's lives, like brought them back from being dead. Had to deal with a bunch of just crazy things. I mean, some of the stories she could tell was for a different podcast.
Oh, gosh. That would be entertaining.
But yeah, it's like that had to be kind of hard for you guys, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, I remember Taylor came with the idea a couple times. Like, I met this guy. He's been talking to me about real estate, and I just had like a gross picture of that, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want that for us or for you. Like, I didn't have bad
commission breath,
experiences.
slimy salesman,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
picture
the
like
perception,
this guy in the suit, the sleazy one, and
billboards.
Yeah. So I wasn't excited at the beginning for sure.
Yeah.
And then I mentioned earlier we had just with AJ actually we had just like accepted offer on a new house, and then he up and left the current job that he had. So
Yeah.
that was a little like stressful.
Also super smart.
Incredibly smart.
Yeah. It was kind of the opposite
Don't do
for
that.
me because Tyler was working at Walgreens and I was a full-time nurse working overnights, and I was getting kind of burnt out. And Tyler didn't get a promotion that he was promised, and we kind of were like, well, what do we do now? Like, so we had to reevaluate things, and we were like, even if you do get the next promotion, we're still working like opposite shift work.
Yeah.
We don't have any of us or any together time or like time with the kids, you know?
Yeah, we weren't.
And
gonna really ever,
we were
once
just
we had
like-
kids. We weren't ever going to see each other.
Yeah.
because we would have to do the drop off, pick up. Ashley would have to go to work. You know,
Yep.
it would just retail, and a nurse was really difficult.
Yeah, so we were just like, this is not what we want for our family. We need to come up with a different plan. And at the time, we lived in a cute house in Andover and didn't have like any super expensive
Mortgage was, like,
bills or anything
$1,200
like that. So,
Oh, the good old days.
so I was able to more than cover all of our like expenses and everything like that. So he could have his shot at something that he was actually truly passionate about, because he was just not passionate about his job at Walgreens, and it just hurt my heart a little bit because I knew he was made for more, and I wanted to support him in his dreams.
Yeah, it was an interesting time, that's for sure. I mean, I remember sitting there being like, we did our budget with my dad. in our house.
Oh, that's
After
right.
we bought the house, we did the budget. And
Thanks, Kevin.
Yeah. And at the end of it, we had $100 a month
Left
that we
over.
could save.
Yeah. Unless I picked
And
up
it
that
was
double
just
bubble,
like-
baby.
Yeah. Nurses
what we called
get
it.
that double bubble overtime, man. It was
Work
crazy.
that extra 4 hours for double time.
But like, I think for me, it was like her working overnights was just not healthy. And the reason she did it was so we could be together, during the day, because I had such crazy hours. And so yeah, she was a trooper and did a really good job and made really good money, but it just didn't feel right. You know what I mean?
Totally.
So-
Get it. Yeah, Chelsea used to do overnights too, and she'd be like a zombie when she'd come home.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, then
I think I was like 60 pounds heavier.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, things you can eat on night shift just are not.
Yeah, the hospitals
Hospitals
are supposed to be healthy,
McDonald's.
but they have McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Which
the
one
only
was
thing
it?
open.
Was it North?
It was at
Abbott.
Abbott Northwestern.
Same.
So I'm like, I'm
probably
gonna go get
has
a.
a
I'm so
McDonald's
hungry and I need
for
to
you.
stay awake. I'm gonna go get 2 cheeseburgers and a giant Coke or something. You know.
Gotta
So
get that McDouble.
Definitely
Oh,
been to
man.
that one.
yeah.
What's your go-to McDonald's order?
It's a Panera now, just in case you were.
Ooh, nice.
Go to
That's
McDonald's.
much
What's
better.
your go-to McDonald's order?
I'm literally like I don't Diet Coke. Gross.
That's it?
I really do not like.
You won't even get anything
Oh
there?
man, I love
Really?
McDonald's.
I like French fries. I like
Wait,
totally
hold on.
French fries.
Does breakfast count?
Yeah.
Oh,
could do
oh,
breakfast.
I could do breakfast.
This is so good.
Okay, I have a little like angst towards McDonald's. It was what did I?
Don't
love?
worry, they're not listening.
The bacon bagel, the bacon and cheese, or no, the bacon and
Ooh.
egg bagel, and it's just gone.
Oh,
They just got rid of it.
I hate when they do
They
that.
sent,
I
they sent her
know.
away.
Oh,
So
it's a bummer.
Mine is a 2A or 2B, a McDouble. Or no, what is it? A quarter pounder cheeseburger
Yeah.
with fries, probably mellow yellow, and then a 6-piece McNugget. No sauce because sauce is trash.
Yeah. Mine's
even
number
like-
7.
not even like honey with your nugget.
At home, yes.
Okay,
At McDonald's, it's just you got to go
Yeah.
just pure.
it's not the same.
Yeah, mine's a 2 cheeseburger meal. No pickle, no onions, with either a mellow yellow or a Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes an apple pie.
Ooh,
Sometimes.
their ice cream cones are pretty
Yeah.
good too.
So let's fast forward now to today. Both of our wives they stay home. They don't work as a nurse anymore. At one point in time, they both did really part-time as a nurse, where it was like 1 or 2 days a month. And TK, let's talk about how inconvenient it was to have our wives working 2 days a week or 2 days a month.
I thought it was great.
Tell them the truth.
I'm going to say I worked 2 days a month, and those 2 days, he would always call me and be like, you have to call in sick.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's 2
100%.
days a month.
had a
Are you
penny?
kidding me? Like, and I would get so annoyed because I also
It's been on the
have
calendar
a
for 6
strong
weeks.
work ethic, and I hate calling in sick and lying when I'm not sick. But I'm like, you just have to let me completely quit because I cannot continue to call in sick
Let's touch
when
on
I'm
this.
not actually sick.
Let's touch on this a little bit. So,
Let's touch it.
2 days a week or 2 days a month.
Yeah.
I could have nothing going on for a week straight.
Right?
For 28 days.
28 days.
Important
That day
thing.
comes
That
around.
day.
Everybody wants to see a house.
Everybody wants to
Everybody
do
wants
stuff.
to sell.
Seriously,
It's like
though,
they
that's
knew.
what happened.
Every single
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt
Yep.
so bad because I wanted to support him, and like I understood that it would be much more beneficial for our family because, the opportunity to make way more money and help a bunch of families is totally worth it. But
I
my
always
work
felt-
ethic just always.
I felt bad too because she hated calling in sick.
Oh,
she'd get
yeah.
she'd get so nervous she'd be like sick.
Same.
I was too scared to ask Chelsea to call in sick. I would just poke at it. I
You
was
would just
like, hey,
pout or
you
something?
You could just maybe call
Yeah.
in sick. No.
Well, now
for the sake
I-
of
Bear.
I know, right?
I'm gonna take credit for something that probably
These
I
are
had
my 2 days.
no effect on. But I know when I met you guys, I told Chelsea
What are you doing?
like right out the gate. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
you need
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I don't know what you're doing. Your husband's a rock star. Like you don't need to do this.
Yeah.
anymore.
It was
But
like,
at the
"Hi,
time,
hello, I'm Tyler Miller. Quit your job.
it really was.
Yeah, seriously.
It really was.
Oh my
but
God.
but I know Chelsea
And then Tyler's
liked
like,
it. Like you were,
Yeah. Yeah.
Where I know Ashley says she liked it, but towards the end she didn't like it. So
yeah.
it was a little easier.
And then come
yeah.
COVID, I'm so glad that I didn't have
And that's
to experience
about
that.
when I
Oh,
quit too.
it'd be
I
so sad.
well, no, I just left this January, January 2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Was your first full quit?
full quit.
You're full quit.
Full
full
quit.
sent.
She full
We
sent
full
it.
sent the quit.
She tried to quit a couple times, but did the casual thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
every step was one step closer.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Right.
know. I
The
took so
success,
many
yeah.
steps. It was like, then I went to
Phased
part
out.
time. Then I went to 4 days. Then I went to 2 days a week. Then he's like, nope, we can't do that anymore. You
Yeah.
got to go 2 days a month, like totally casual.
I will say once I was casual, I think it was a little bit easier just because you kind of like got into the groove of not working, and then
Yeah.
your 2 days a month came up, and it was even for me. I was like, okay, wait, like how do I do this again? And
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Or then I would go and they'd be like, yeah, so we actually don't need you. So like,
Yeah. Or you'd go.
we're
and
going
they'd
to
be
send
like, hey,
someone
we-
home.
we
Do you want to
changed
go
all these
home? And I'm
things.
like, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I get that call and I'd be like, I canceled my entire day for that.
Right.
I know. And then
be
I'd
fair,
text Tyler. I'd be like,
oftentimes
hey, they
the kids are
offered
my
me
parents.
like the rest of the shift off. Should I take it? And he's like, you're already there, so no. And then I'm like, oh,
You
dang
don't want me
it.
home?
I know. Then I'm like, well, come on. You
I
want
was
to
only
be calling
using her
sick?
for me to go to work. If I had to stay home, she had to stay working, you know?
Oh my goodness, so
But
funny.
okay. Well, anyways, moving
Yeah.
forward, so you guys both are stay-at-home moms now. You both actually have a role within each of our businesses, which is awesome. Talk a little bit about that. Like what? So you made this transition. Ours has been a little bit longer. I've been in real estate for 10 years full time, essentially. TK, you've only been in for, was it 4 years? Okay.
Yeah, just started fifth.
So, you know, there's probably some similarities, but some differences. But Ash, why don't you talk about like what's your role currently with the business and then with the family?
All right. Well, I pretty much try to do everything at home and like am our life coordinator so that when Tyler is home, he can come home and like strictly be family time and not have to worry about all the other things. So I'm pretty much his like sexy life secretary /
Yes.
keto
Put that on a
chef.
business
'cause-
card?
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
right? Oh, yeah. He's on keto now, so I have to cook all of his keto meals plus our other meals.
grief.
Oh, it's like having another
Somebody say high
child.
maintenance.
I know.
She sent me two texts yesterday. She had to go pick up some gift baskets for our client appreciation event, and she's like, "Hey, just so you know, your breakfast is on the counter and your lunch is packed in your little lunch box." And I replied, "Thank you, mommy."
Yes. Yeah.
And then what was the next thing you sent?
I was like, also, it's really windy out, so please wear your coat and bring some gloves because we had to do some work on the rental property outside.
Oh my gosh! And I was like, "Yes, mother."
And I'm like, stop calling me mom. I want to be called your sexy life secretary from now on.
Can we get an
Like
My
that
apologies.
title better. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sexy
so-
life secretary.
SLS?
Yeah.
Sliss.
Yeah.
Sliss.
Sleuth.
So yeah.
Loose.
We'll think of a better acronym.
So yeah, I wear lots of hats. I'm like our family event and sports coordinator, travel agent. I do or hire out all the like household chores. I do all of our personal bills.
Which you just took that over like a year ago.
A few years ago. That.
Yeah, but
yeah, and then
you weren't doing that for a long time, which
Yeah.
has been a big help.
Yep. And then I do the business payroll behind the scenes, and I manage our rental properties. And
So wait a minute. Stay-at-home mom, you don't just sit around and
oh my gosh,
watch
no.
shows and drink wine,
Maybe hit
That
the
would be
gym for 4
amazing.
hours.
hit the gym
Yeah.
for 5 hours or
It'd
so,
be fantastic.
do some squats.
None of the above.
No,
Yeah.
Flex.
yeah, it's. I think stay-at-home moms get kind of a bad rap because it's like, oh, you just stay home. Did you hear the things that she just said she does? I don't want to do that. I'd rather
Hard
go to
pass.
work. You know what I mean? Like, so I think.
I'm also really involved in the community. Like,
What do you do for the team?
yeah, and on the team, I am the director of experience. So I do some things when agents first onboard. I plan all of our events and happy hours, and do like some fun birthday stuff. What else do I do? Yeah, payroll behind the scenes. Basically, when Kayla's or Tyler has too much to do, I'm the dumping grounds for the jobs no one wants to do.
Yep.
Get more candy for the office.
Yeah, so that's
Yep.
kind
She
of fun.
keeps the candy stocked
Yes.
at the office.
Yeah, stock the snacks. Yeah. If the office is getting messy, I do the cleaning, so that's fun. Yeah, make sure the toilets are nice and clean for everyone.
There's definitely always something that you're doing. So basically, what Ashley does for me is everything else other than running a real estate team. And, you know, I think ours is maybe on the extreme because our team is large. We sell a lot of houses. You know, not everybody needs that full on help. But I think if you ever get to a point in your business where you are selling a ton of houses, you know, a couple hundred houses a year, like, you unfortunately can't have too many things that you're doing. You have to go all in on one. And so Ashley's done a really good job of allowing me to focus on the business, always supporting me. And when I come home, she kind of has things ready so I can just kind of get in with the family and play around and be the fun dad and all that stuff versus, all right, I got to come home and I got to like clean up everything now. And I mean, there's times so she'll go like, she would be shoveling the driveway for me. She'll be doing stuff where it's like, hey, when Tyler gets home, we're just going to hang out as a family, you know? So, and I can't tell you how much that means to me because otherwise there is, you know, everybody talks about mom guilt, but there's dad guilt, there's husband guilt. And, you know, then you start neglecting your real estate business because you're like, well, I'm just spending too much time at the office or with the business. I never see my kids or my family. Like I made a post today. Everybody they have the same amount of time in a day and a week, and you can't do everything. So like without our spouse's help, I don't know, we probably wouldn't be able to have a team. We wouldn't be able to do it as well as we do, you know?
Well, it's a team effort at home too. So
Yeah.
I think we do a good job of including the kids in certain decisions and
But
goals.
Chels, talk about your role with your with Taylor's business, well, both of your business and your family.
So with the business, I currently just kind of work on helping with events and a little bit of the agent stuff too. It's a little different because it's a smaller team. I think there's still things being figured out for that, obviously. But when it comes to at home, similar. I feel like I just kind of tackle the gist of it. I feel like we are just kind of coming out of the thick of newborn life. So we were in a really good swing. Now we're kind of just getting back into it maybe.
Yep.
But yeah, the cooking, the cleaning, I think the kids stuff too, Deacon and crew, obviously they're mostly home with me. So there's a lot of that stuff that's different. But
She's got to think of like activities to send them on so that like I can just take us out to dinner when I get home like we're doing tonight.
Right?
Yep.
We're doing that later too.
Yeah.
Thursday night.
You
TPC,
guys are
baby.
in the thick of things. I remember when I had
Want to go
the
to
kids
Malone's
at
instead?
home.
Don't tempt me with a good time, baby.
It was a lot more difficult when
It
the
is.
kids were younger and at home. Now my kids are both in school, so I have more time to focus on the business. And
Yeah, I feel like we
Extra
had
household
a
things.
pretty good thing going before crew came around. Life is better with him for sure.
Crew,
Yeah,
just if
but-
you're ever listening to this in the future, they still love you. And I love you too.
Yes, we do.
Yep. But the newborn phase.
so
That's that's another podcast. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
It's a one hand over here while one hand holding the baby, doing all the stuff
But
around the house too.
I mean, but the thing is like if you have that good support system and you have the right mindset of like I think sometimes a lot of realtors, they like take it personally if they are neglecting their family sometimes. And it's like, you're not doing it on purpose, and your spouse needs to understand that.
Yeah.
Like, you're just trying to make a living and change your family's life beyond anything that they've ever thought of ever before. And it's this job would be impossible if you didn't have the support of a spouse. Like if every time you came home you're getting nagged on and be like, oh, you're going back to the office, or oh, you have more showings. It's like, well, yeah, unfortunately I have to do this activity to get paid. I don't just get a paycheck, you know. But it's not for everybody. Like, it takes a very understanding wife or spouse. There's a huge divorce rate in real estate, and that is because it's hard to have two loves. It's like it's hard to balance them, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're not working as a team, it's you're battling each other, you know.
Right.
So honestly, I think it really shifted for us where we're. Because Chelsea had a really hard time letting go of the job because she obviously worked super hard to get her degree, and it's nursing, and there's a certain love for it, and so I think that
I got
There
a
he
hold
is.
mine too. Or something. How did you do that?
she
Hold it up.
There, that's better.
she had a really hard time letting go of the nursing, and so I think when I got her more involved with where we wanted to take the team and do a lot of that stuff, obviously it hasn't been that long,
Yeah.
Right.
But it's made a monumental decision, and it's completely changed our dynamic at home. I feel like we're much happier at home too. We get to do more fun stuff, but we're kind of doing less of each thing too. Like it's kind of funny how it all worked out.
I can 100% attest to that. Once I was more involved and felt like I had a piece of it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like once we started like referring to it as like our family business, that made it so much easier to be like, oh, okay, I can be a part of this. I can leave my job because I have worth in this. Because there's a huge thing, I feel like, as a mom to let go of your previous identity.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, and I know Ashley has something she wants to talk about in relation to like making you or the family feel a part of it. So we early on, this came from my dad as well, who's been in real estate forever, but because we have lofty goals, sometimes it's like stuff just doesn't get communicated very well. So like it leaves you guys and our family being like,
this just happened.
Where's dad? Like what's going on? Why is he working so much? Does he love me as much as real estate? Like, there's all those things that you worry about if you're a good parent. Like how do we balance that? Yeah. So we did something early on when we were in that building process and trying to get to a point where we had enough money to achieve our why, which my why was financial freedom for my family. Like get to the point where like we don't have to like look at our bank account every day and wonder if we can go out to eat and stuff like that, right? That's what I consider financial freedom. So Ash, why don't you touch on like what we did and how that helped you?
Yeah. I think that touches on your question that you asked. What would I tell someone out there listening who's thinking about getting into real estate and has a family? So I would just say communication and getting the family involved is so key. Like from the beginning, Tyler was always so good about communicating kind of like the struggles that he would face and that we would face as a family, like some late nights and
don't hide this stuff
he'd
from
have
your spouse. Like just be open.
Miss some events because like with this career, like this is the client's livelihood, like and they need to be taken care of. So he had to be available for them, and sometimes we had to be okay with taking a back seat. So he was super honest and open, and that kind of helped me and the kids like have an understanding that, hey, Daddy would obviously always rather be with us, but we're trying to create this life and this legacy. So we just needed to be understanding. And what we did was we created this like goals and reward chart. So like we would get the kids involved and be like, well, we tracked it because we like actually really got specific with like how much he would make per like house he sold, kind of with an average, so we could kind of track the math better.
I would save a certain amount of money from each closing.
Yeah.
And so if like, for example, if we were going to do, if my goal was, hey, I think I'm going to do 50 houses this year, and like that's my goal. If we're selling, or if I was saving $300 from each closing, what is that, 15 grand? That was my quick math. So we knew we had 15 grand to play with for like family fun stuff. And so if we knew we wanted to do like one big thing, it was probably gonna be like an $8,000 vacation or something like that, right? So then we had another 7 left over. Okay, let's take the 7, let's divide it up to make them a little bit easier. So hey, if we sell, when I get my 5th transaction, that will be $1,500. And with the $1,500, we're gonna go to the Wisconsin Dells for the weekend or something like that. Yeah. And so we had this chart.
Yeah, but so we included the kids and myself so that we would be more understanding of like if he is working.
One was
late.
an Ashley shopping spree.
Yes,
I will throw that out there.
Hey, I love it.
One was I got my first Louis Vuitton purse, and that was a very exciting day. So we like broke it down. And had like our goals and rewards and got the kids involved, and they're like, we want to go to a water park,
Cute,
like, so those things. So then like, if Daddy couldn't make it to like 1 out of the 8 hockey games or something, like Jamie would be like, oh, that's okay. Cause like, we're going to go to that water park.
Dad.
Yeah.
Like that's what he would say to me sometimes.
I love it.
The other thing though, I think we did really well is like, we didn't tell them the money part. Like it's based on like how many houses Daddy sold. Like we made it relationship based, where like it's how many families Daddy helps. Like how many people's lives can we impact? So we're like, we got to get like one more family or something, and the kids are all pumped. Like, so we made it about like helping versus about like money.
It's just an easier way because, like, you know, as a dad, or I mean, this as a mom too. If you have kids come up to you and be like, "Well, am I going to get to see you sometime this week? It's been a while." Like, you know, because they still say that stuff.
I will say they're never satisfied. We could spend 24/7 with them doing like the most extravagant things for like a week straight, and then they'll be like, "Oh, we haven't seen you for like."
And then come bedtime, they want to have an hour-long conversation. And I'm like, "This is me and mommy time. Okay, it's sexy secretary time."
Oh God. Oh man.
But
Shut
like
the door.
Yeah, go to sleep.
Go to bed.
But I think it's just easier at that point to be like, well, you know, look at we had like it on a whiteboard in the office.
Yeah.
And come and look. See, like I have 7, and I have a couple that are going to close here soon. As soon as those close, we're going to go.
Families,
We're going to go do this thing at the Mall of America or something, and like they'd be like, oh, okay, like. So, is there anything you guys can think of that like really you can point to that made it easier to like relate to like the kids, or just to get to have everybody buy in to what Daddy's doing every day?
Yeah, I mean, our kids are a little bit young.
Yeah.
I understand. My 6-month-old really wanted to go to that water park, but he couldn't say water park. So
You actually want to go to the water park.
I filled in the blank.
No, I think Taylor got this idea from you guys.
Yeah.
And we definitely did a little bit of it. And I mean, we broke it down even smaller. Like one of them, I think, was a Lego thing for Deacon.
Right.
Yeah, we did the same thing.
Yeah.
A
It was for
toy or
Taylor.
something. Yeah.
We did get an adult version of Lego.
I'm sure he
And
did.
it was amazing.
It was great.
I do think Deacon starts to have an understanding of it, though, because when Taylor's gone at night and we'll just talk about it, he'll be like, oh, Daddy's going to show people houses.
Yeah.
So, like, he gets it.
Yep.
And shout out to Dustin Van Camp, one of our partners, because he said he started telling his kids, or like him and his wife have an agreement that if the kids ask like, where is Daddy, they both say, well, Daddy is out changing someone's life.
That's cute.
Versus like Daddy's going to work. He said they say, hey, I'm going to go change people's lives today. Versus I'm going to work, because
I love that.
because it's like the kids they're gonna
when
think
they
what
hear
they
you're
think.
at work at 5 p.m. at night, it's like, well, come on.
Well, they're like, so Daddy's picking work over me again?
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Or you know, and it's like, well, no, Daddy's changing other people's lives over being at your hockey game tonight. And isn't that more important at times? And so it's just, you know, I think it's just the kids are a whole different ball game of like having to try to relate to them, because like
Well, and I think too, it can get so easy, like as the mom being at home on nights when it's late, you're frustrated,
Yep.
keeping the feelings to yourself, because, you know, you want to speak the frustrations out loud. Those kids hear them, and even at a young age, like they pick up on it. So that's, I mean, me personally, I feel like that's a big thing, because
yeah, the last thing that I'm sure I or TK want to hear when we get home after getting our ass kicked all day probably, by buyers and sellers and our team members is
Not even ass kicked, but just,
Well,
you know, you have so
our
many
business
people.
is
You just
a-
have so many people that rely on you. So
our business is
Failure.
95% no, and it's 5% yes. So like we get our asses kicked all day, and then we come home, and if you have a spouse again that's just like kind of nagging you and stuff, like it's gonna be really hard. You know, you're gonna end up being like, you know what, I'll stay home the next few days to like make this right, and then your business suffers. And
That's a very valid piece, because the dad guilt stuff comes in there, right? Or the husband guilt. Like you see somebody suffering, obviously you're not gonna like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back to work. Right? Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that.
Yep.
You got number 2 yet?
Yeah.
All right.
I was waiting for you.
You've been waiting for me for like 10
what
minutes.
a gentleman.
What a gentleman. Chelsea, you're one lucky lady.
Oh,
Such
yeah.
a gentleman.
Better not.
Okay. Well,
I will just say one other thing
Yeah.
that I thought was really great, and I'm going to put a little plug in for one of my favorite books is the Love Languages book.
Yeah.
And it's so key to just know your spouse's love language and how they like receive love, because everyone receives love differently. So you can feel like you're showing your spouse love, but if it's not in their love language, they're not going to feel the love. So like just even little things like, well, one of our friends, actually one of our business partners, he has a little Post-it note on his computer because his wife's love language is acts of service. And on his computer, he has like, make sure to ask my wife what one thing I can do to take off her plate is today.
Cute.
And as long as he does that, then she's happy, she feels loved, and she's more understanding, you know? So I would just say, yeah, know your spouse's love language and how they receive love, and just do the small things.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the one thing
How do you like to
Yeah.
receive love, TK? Demonstrate on the microphone.
All five.
All
I
five.
know, right?
All five.
Yeah. Everyone usually has a primary one, but some
Chelsea,
people
what's my
are
primary one?
pretty good at it.
well, I don't, that's tricky because you love to give gifts.
But see, that's how he shows love. But he might
Yeah.
not feel love
I'll
the
take
same
some
way.
gifts.
Some nifty gifties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like affirmations is big for you too.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I mean,
Is that me?
if you never read the book, I agree. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, oh,
I feel like it's something that changes too. Like
It does
throughout
change.
It
phases of
does.
life. I feel like I should reread it.
When I had
Yeah.
I'll let
kids,
you
mine
know.
changed.
I honestly
a
don't
lot.
even know what mine is.
I don't either. I think mine is
Tyler's is
Time.
definitely acts
Words of
acts of
words of
service.
affirmation
Well,
though too. I think
Yeah, that
I like to be told that I'm really good.
tell me how
I
cute I, am.
also like to be told how cute I am.
Tell me how
and
pretty I look right now.
I like to
no,
constantly
but
hear
I
on the
will
eye
say
candy.
You are
like
the eye
Tyler gets the most crabby, which would make you assume that he's not feeling loved when I am not completing my checklist of my things that he would like to be done or like taken care of. So I know like acts of service is big
Yeah,
for him. So
absolutely.
like cooking his meals because he really wants to hit his like keto goals and stuff like that's really important, you know, for him.
Because I need to lose weight.
Or yeah, just like helping him out with all the other things so he doesn't have to think about it and like making sure those are done.
You know what I like about keto is you can eat a lot of meat and cheese, and you don't have to work out, and you just drop weight.
Yeah.
Great. So I'll
Yeah,
just
but
be
you
like,
get those keto toots.
What a steal.
Yeah.
well, pre-keto toots weren't any better. I'll tell
Okay.
you.
Oh my god. Hey, good to know.
Keto too. Oh my
They weren't any better.
funny.
Okay, let's get into some like shorter, fun
Yeah.
questions. So Chelsea and Ashley, because we love words of affirmation,
Oh,
as we just covered. What is your favorite part about being married to a realtor?
Ooh la la. Okay.
Other than our good looks, you guys cannot keep talking about how good we look.
Obviously, you guys are just
Man.
so sexy.
It's obvious.
It's insane.
It's the blue eyes.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say it.
Obvi.
I think one of my favorite things, and I don't know, this is a little bit like of a stretch maybe, but all of the relationships that it's brought into our lives. I feel like clients, other realtors, lenders, like all of the other people, I feel like we've met some really awesome people and some really like core people in our lives now.
Yeah, so, yeah. I mean,
Yep.
that is the most important thing, I think.
If you work hard enough, you can be one of those too.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I kind of said the same thing. I said, we just love serving the community and making an impact in people's lives. And that's just what motivates us and keeps us going. And I'm sure some people do it differently, but it just kind of, it's given us this lifestyle of
Yeah.
endless opportunities for fun and just
Yeah.
traveling
absolutely.
with everyone. And
And
I mean,
obviously
I'm looking at
wasn't
your
always
notes
that way.
right now, and it
Posting
says sexy.
oh, God.
He's super hot.
Well, I thought we weren't supposed to talk about
model
right?
model
Jeez.
body figure. I mean, come on,
yeah.
right? I'm glad that she didn't just keep talking about that because it gets repetitive.
Yeah. So it's definitely the people and the lifestyle
Yeah.
that it provides us. And we just get to host and go to parties and travel the
Yes.
world with all of our favorite people and family and make memories with our kids. And
I feel like we've met at least like two good people, right? TK and Chelsea.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you guys.
1 and 2.
One and two.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that
Make
order.
sure you get it that way.
One
Yeah.
and two.
Yeah.
2.5.
I pointed at Chelsea for one. Okay, on the flip side, the flippity flip, for those Office fans out there,
That'd be fun.
what is your least favorite part about being married to a realtor? And obviously, TK, they're not talking about us. They're talking about a realtor.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
generic.
Like,
yeah.
like an idea of what would be bad about being married to a realtor. Not us, though.
Totally.
Is TK answering this or am I?
No, no,
That's
are
for
we-
ladies.
no, no.
are we
This is
supposed
for
to
the
answer
you guys.
this?
this is for the ladies.
Taking a step back.
My answer might be a little different than most because I don't technically have a job. So, like, it's a little different.
Yeah.
I'm so
Well,
busy
at the very
24/7.
beginning, you got about 20 jobs. Joe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so busy 24/7 with various things, but I'm going to say the hardest part for me is just the struggle of his career and needs generally take priority over my own. So I really have to be selfless, and I can be a little stubborn at times, if I'm being honest. So sometimes that's really hard for me. Like an example, yesterday, Tyler was working at TK's office with him, and I'm like, I really need you to be home at 4 because I have to run somewhere really quick. And he's like, can't do it.
No. Hold on. That's not what I said.
Essentially.
I
so I'm like,
said-
oh, okay, well.
I said, unfortunately, I can't do it. Please call me. What did you say? I was like, why didn't you call me?
And I said, I called you twice. And I texted, and I texted you about,
on the do not disturb.
and I texted you about 3 times, like earlier in the day at like 1 o'clock.
So that exchange right there, just, if you're not in real estate, that is
Oh my
exactly
gosh.
what to expect. I'm
Yes.
just
So I
unfortunately.
could have been super pissed and blew up in his face, but instead I'm like, okay, I'll just call my parents. No big
Yep,
deal.
we
I
got
got
this.
you.
Well, it wasn't quite like
I know.
that.
I'm just kidding.
There was a little bit of a disappointed undertone to her response.
well,
No, I know.
Naturally, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll call my parents, see if they can.
In his
but-
defense, though, we were actually working this time.
Yeah, we were working. We weren't just hanging out.
Yeah.
You could see it on our story. I was making some phone calls,
He was.
setting an example
I
for
know.
my team members.
Yeah. No, you guys work hard, but sometimes just
The
always
sacrifice.
taking the back
the
seat,
sacrifice.
the sacrifice.
Sacrifices.
You know, sometimes it sucks.
It's well, yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
no,
sucks.
no one, like Chelsea said earlier, like when you give up your job
Mm-hmm.
and you go all in on this dream that your husband has or spouse has,
Mm-hmm.
like you're kind of giving up a part of your identity, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you're a little lost. I mean, Ashley still to this day doesn't necessarily know like her hobbies.
Right.
Who has
Because
time for hobbies?
It's called red wine.
it's called red wine, girls.
I mean, we
need to
technically
mix it
do
up. You can hit
hobbies
the
all the
whites.
time. We're just like always
But
at
you know what I mean?
events or-
Like you're
yeah.
if your spouse is super successful in real estate, you are constantly in that world.
Yeah.
So like you don't
It becomes your world.
It becomes your world, becomes your lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
and it leaves little room for other hobbies, I guess. You know, and like it. So I don't like. I know Ashley kind of struggles with that sometimes, and I don't think it's like a her issue. I think it's a real estate lifestyle issue. Like
It's a total industry.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tyler just doesn't like my hobbies either, to be honest. Like, I love
you
to read
list some of them?
books, you know?
What's
like,
reading?
I love reading books. I love a good
nothing
dystopian
ever,
just
nothing good ever
series,
came from
you
reading a
know?
book.
Yeah.
You know
We're
what?
just
You know
talking
what
about
good comes from?
Vacationing.
So,
Call of Duty.
I
We're
like
going
reading
down
books,
a
but then, like, in my spare
dangerous path.
time,
Yep.
if I'm reading books.
Hold on,
he's like,
let's. Can we stop the podcast and we'll just talk about Warzone for the next 20 minutes? TK.
See ya.
Hey, I do like Warzone. I play that sometimes.
Hey,
I do
my
not like
wife
the new update,
plays
though. It's
Warzone.
terrible.
I will not ever. Sorry.
Chelsea's
a
missing out on a good time.
Yeah.
Thinking about getting a couch in the game
Oh,
room so
man.
that she can.
I'll come read a book.
Yeah.
Yes, see?
You could read a book about Warzone. Oh,
Well, that's a push.
Yeah,
Hook up
right?
a headset so she
I
can
love
listen
it.
to our
a book by
shenanigans.
Nick Merckx and Tim the Tap Man.
We just have to get the Marco Polo app where it has like the party, and me and
Yeah.
Chelsea can read a book together on a couch while you guys are playing Warzone, and we can
I'm
like
in.
chat and
I'm
drink
As long
wine
as
together.
it equates to more Warzone in my life, that's fine.
Are we going to go from one
Let's just
scheduled
say-
night of Warzone per
Yes!
week to
Well,
two?
one night by ourselves because, like, you know,
Hey Chelsea,
we gotta have our time.
I think what
And
they're
then another
saying
night.
here is that we need to schedule in our hobbies in the calendar.
Oh, the
so we
calendar.
can have a designated time for our hobbies. Am I right?
That
As long
sounds
as
good to
this
me.
As out there
as
that
long
are
as the
Warzone
kids are in
fanatics.
bed, that's
That's how the
fine with
calendar
us.
works, right?
Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Oh, funny.
Actually,
Oh,
really
that
quick,
just-
touch on that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if you're not sharing your calendar with your spouse,
Oh, get on it.
it's not gonna work.
No.
TK was literally working on sharing his
gosh.
calendar the other
Yeah, these
yesterday.
new iPhones shared our calendars, and all of a sudden, like,
Oh my
nothing was
gosh.
on it. Nothing.
Steve
So
Jobs.
Google
Oh,
blame you for last night's.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah.
Cotton.
The people that don't share their calendars with their spouse, what are you hiding?
oh gosh.
I mean, you
Don't
can
say it's
just
another showing because that's bullshit.
you can just put busy on. You don't gotta say what you're
I
doing.
Doesn't
even
say
go-
what it is.
I even go as far as to like send him. I make an event in the calendar and I send him a calendar drop for anything.
Yes, if it's important.
Yeah.
I would like. Can we start doing that, please?
Like if we're having dinner with friends, I'm like
Yeah.
calendar drop. You know, like it's not enough to just put it in the calendar.
No.
He's
And
got
I
to
do
get
the
an
same-
email
I
alert.
do the same for
and
you,
he does
though.
it for me
Well,
too.
you
and
do.
it's
You
so
have to
nice.
specify, especially with the real estate like events.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones include me and which ones
Right.
don't. So like
I'm
when
going
it
to
comes
add
down,
you in as an event attendee.
Yeah.
Yep.
Send me an
Yeah.
invite, please.
As Tom
Decline.
Ferry says, if it's not in your schedule, it does not exist.
Yeah.
And if you are operating any other way, you are doing it wrong and you will fail. Or you will get divorced.
Yeah.
I will tell you that
Yeah.
right now.
Lots of avoidable fights.
Like,
for
Yes.
seriously. It doesn't even,
Yeah.
it's so easy. Like,
Yeah.
just share your calendar.
Yep.
And if your wife or husband is like, I don't want to see all your stuff, like, they got to get on board with it.
Yeah.
And I don't
is a
know
lot of
how I was going to like work this in, but I feel like this is a decent time. Like
Yeah.
I remember when, and Ashley does not remember this. I was talking to her about this last night, but I remember when I got into real estate full time. My dad, again, I don't know where this came from, but there was like a contract for spouses.
Oh.
And it was like, you know, obviously nothing legal, but it basically said like, you understand and agree to that your spouse will be working late, may go 3 months without a paycheck, like all this stuff. And it was basically like, by signing this, you are agreeing to support your spouse no matter what, because without your support, they're not going to make it. And like running a team and running and talking to agents all the time that like are struggling and stuff, like that is a constant issue.
Yeah.
If the spouse does not care, like
It's not gonna
I don't know anybody, honestly. I can't think of one person right now that their spouse hates their spouse's career who's in real estate and or like gives them a hard time and is like successful. Like they're just scraping by.
Or they're still together.
That
Yeah,
too.
right.
Yeah. So I think that, I mean, if you're listening and you're thinking about getting into the industry, like
Set the tone
find
now.
that contract. I'm sure it's online somewhere. I think it was like a Tom Ferry one maybe or something like that. But like, you just need to set the expectation with your spouse. Like, hey, this is going to be hard. We're going to not get paid at times. We're
Yep.
going to
Get them involved right away.
Yeah, because they just got to go into it with eyes wide open.
I think it's also a little different for families that have like two careers, like the wife
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
husband are both working and have a career. Because then they really, before the husband would jump into real estate, they would really need to like figure out, okay, like who's responsible for what are our other goals, or what could we hire out? Could we have a cleaner? Like, what is our biggest stress point and the things that are causing us
Definitely.
to argue or like causing us stress, and how could we solve those problems before we even jump
What
into
is
it?
like the biggest thing we thought about that we've hired out for? I can't even think of it.
Gosh, ours would for sure be yard work.
Yard work?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yard work?
that was, I don't think we
Yeah.
thought about it, but I felt so guilty where I would work all week and then I'd come home and the kids would be home. They'd want to play, like, and now I'm out in the yard for 4 hours. And
I
like,
neglected it and just let it overgrow. I didn't give a shit.
Well, I think this is
That's the way they do
another
it.
struggle that some people might have that maybe they could relate to me, but I also struggle because I was the breadwinner and because I wasn't working at all or bringing in any paycheck.
Yes.
Whenever I spent money or like wanted something that wasn't a need, but it was like a want, like being okay doing that or feeling like I had to ask permission.
I still ask permission.
Yeah, and I do because if it's like something expensive, obviously it's just a courtesy.
Well, no, it
like,
just feels
to
weird.
Discuss it with
Yeah.
your spouse, but we kind of overcame that a little bit. Like I get like a little budget,
she gets an allowance.
and then he doesn't get to question what I spend
I put
that
Chelsea on
money
payroll
on.
for
It's so
10 months.
nice.
And my payroll is for groceries.
So we
groceries,
have
yeah.
Ashley on payroll at times too,
Yeah.
but like she literally gets $200 a month.
Yeah, I mean it's not a lot, but at least it's
checking
something.
account,
so,
and she can, if she goes and buys the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life, I can't say anything.
And so back in the day when we first started out, obviously things are like way different now because I don't want to say like we've made it, but like those aren't
made it.
those aren't our struggles anymore.
business is
like
successful.
those aren't our struggles anymore. But in the beginning, it was really hard, like overcoming those things. And Tyler would want to.
Wait, hold on. We've made it. Sorry, I got to use these buttons.
Tyler
as
would
much
want
as
to buy like video games or something, and I'm like, we don't need a freaking other video game,
possible.
like.
Yes, we do.
And so, like, those little things were just our arguments. Like, well, why do you get to spend money on a video game or you get to be in 3 fantasy football leagues and
'Cause
I
I'm
can't
good
go
at
buy
it, and
2
it's a
new shirts,
guaranteed- Hold on. Is it really a risk if it's a guaranteed win if I'm in fantasy football?
I think I
When
just
was
got
the
a
last
great,
time you won a fantasy
No
football
comment.
league, babe?
Hey, hold on. Me and TK played each other last week.
Funny.
Or 2 weeks ago.
I
2 weeks
think
ago.
Taylor won.
No,
Kicked your ass.
he did. Damn it.
And
So-
I think I beat you the week before.
Shut up.
My fantasy football
hold on,
team
hold on.
sucks.
Go-
I'm going to admit it. I'm terrible.
I have
I wiped
my
the
team
floor
was
with
on
Ashley
IR.
last week.
Oh,
but hold on. Go into the standings just in your leisure, okay? Sort by most points. And just look and see which team has the
I will
most
give you
points.
that. I will give you that.
Yes.
My
Right,
team can
done
go
well.
off. Get ready for the playoffs, baby. It's coming.
I think I have a new Christmas gift for Chelsea next year. It's going to be multiple fantasy football leagues.
Yay.
It's my love language.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. What other question do we ask here? What is something that you want to talk about? Do you have anything else for sure? I mean, I wrote down what does a standard week look like for you guys at home? You know, again, stay at home mom.
Yep.
You just sit around. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe turn the TV on.
Yeah, you know, maybe get out of bed. That type of stuff. But like, no, honestly, like, what does a standard week look like for you guys?
So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are Taylor's office days. So he's up out of the house Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Deacon has school in the mornings. And then
Do you bring Deacon to school?
I
Taylor
bring
brings
Deacon.
Taylor brings
DK
him.
does? Okay.
Go right to the office
Yeah.
after.
And then
9
I-
to noon.
Well, 8:15 to 11 actually. So that's a weird part. It's not even like long enough for crew to get a morning nap. So then I pick him up and we fly by the seat of our pants for the rest of the day. And then Thursdays, this is like what, a month and a half now or so.
What? But hold on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. What time does TK normally get home on average?
On average, late afternoon, like 2, 3-ish.
Okay.
And then
Does he leave again after that ever? Or is he
no, usually if he is going to have an evening appointment, he just
works longer?
stays and then
I don't come home because
How often does that happen?
once a week.
once a week I would say.
Yeah, that's hard for the kids if you come
Yeah,
home
if
and
he
then
comes
leave
home and
again.
leaves. Yeah.
Oh, it's hard for us too. That's why. Like,
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
I'll delegate it as much as it
Yep.
sucks to not have the face to face with the clients. I'll
How much does he work on the weekends?
I feel like it hasn't been much lately. Usually we try and avoid Sundays so that we can have those for family days, church.
I think honestly,
Football.
that's a very big sign of a successful agent.
Yeah. That
Like
has
the-
been a huge shift within
Yeah.
the last year even.
I hardly ever work on the weekends. I don't understand these people that are like always working on the weekends.
Well, you did a
You-
lot
yeah,
when
so
you
did
first
Taylor.
started off,
Really?
babe. Like if you remember, I remember what you did really well too was we made a plan and you kind of like filled your calendar like a dentist would with like appointments. So like Tuesday, Thursdays were his long days. He was gone all day and he could have late appointments and all that sort of stuff. And then Monday, Fridays, he was always home for dinner, to like have dinner with the family. And then once the kids went to bed, then he could like get into his email if he needed to.
Till 3
And
in the
then
morning.
Wednesdays.
That's a nice way to set it up. Though.
Wednesdays has still always been like his day off where we do something with the family, but then it's also his time to like decompress or like if he does choose to like do some work, it's at home.
Well,
and he can
before it
catch up
was
on
different
things.
because the kids would be home.
Yeah.
Before school, before they were of school age.
Yep.
So like we would always have something fun planned with them.
Yeah.
We'd go do
Yeah.
something every Wednesday with the kids,
Yep.
it seemed like. But now that they're in school, it's become me and like Ashley.
Yeah, we'll have like a little date or something or
That's
run some
nice.
errands together.
We run to
Yeah,
the
it's
chiropractor
nice.
together.
Yeah.
We do all this
We
old
used to have
people
Wednesday
stuff.
Cairo dates.
We used to, and then somebody told me I had to take a day off, and it was not my Cairo day. So
We could switch it to Thursday.
Should be Wednesdays, so
Yeah.
then you can stay up super late
But no, in the
Tuesdays.
beginning, I feel like you were so
Warzone.
successful because you did open houses every weekend. That was kind of how
Yeah,
you like
right
got
away.
started. You did an open house twice every weekend, but you were always home in the evenings. It was usually during the day that you did the opens.
Yeah.
But the first couple of years are hard and they're
Yeah.
a grind, and you have
Especially when you think about like for clients, weekends
Yeah.
are big days to go do them.
Yeah, and
Kinda
I mean
depends
you
on the
have
market,
to.
too. Like we have fast pace. You have to drop at the seat of a hat to kind
Yeah.
of do things. But now where it's like, I can wait till Monday to do some shit.
Right.
So I'm just gonna-
Yeah.
Well, when you're starting off and you're building a business,
What was
you
that
have
look,
to
Kelsey?
build your sphere.
I don't know anymore, Tyler.
Because no, I know what it was. 'Cause TK said at the seat of a hat.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The saying is at the drop of a hat.
Or the seat of my pants.
Yes.
I have a whole list.
Chelsea just goes,
I have
Oh
a
my
whole
gosh,
list
is
of notes.
TK
Yes.
just as good at sayings as I am, babe?
no, you take the cake for the worst sayings
Oh
I've
my
ever
gosh,
heard.
I always get
She
them
makes up
wrong.
stuff.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Taylor
I make up my
takes
own
two
sayings.
words and mixes them.
every time.
Yep.
Yeah,
Every time.
No, she just
Knuckles
makes up
TK.
her own. She just. But I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's again, it's important to have a calendar shared with your spouse. Have the late nights already put in there.
Yeah.
Have your days off in there. I mean, we schedule stuff so far in advance so that like if it's in the calendar, like a good realtor can work around that, right? Like, but if it's like, hey, tomorrow night I need you to do this, it's like that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like it's just not. You know, we need. I would say how far in advance are you booked out normally? Like at least a week, right? Probably.
So I keep certain blocks open for certain activities. So if I'm looking for fun stuff, probably a week.
Yep.
Yep.
Just spitballing bullshit.
Yeah, like getting together with friends or
yeah,
something.
yeah, I would do a week
Yeah,
out
for sure.
I have
Maybe even more for weekends.
yeah. For specific activities, I have my prospecting stuff. Like I have everything really dialed in, so that I know exactly when I'm doing things. So when somebody says, "Hey, I want to see this place," I can pull up the schedule and say, "Hey, here's the window
Right.
for your opportunity." So it's just intentional.
Yeah.
Well, I have one other question, and then I want to get into our draft.
Oh yeah.
We're doing a
I'm ready.
Christmas movie draft coming up very soon, and I really want to hit this button. So this is the draft music for all you NFL fans out there.
Oh yeah.
That is the NFL draft music. Roger Goodell, please don't sue me. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, TK and I are at eXp Realty. It is a wonderful independent brokerage, fastest growing in the nation. It's hip, it's wow, it's with it. It's awesome.
Oh gosh.
It's happening.
It's happening.
It's
Hold on. It's low key awesome.
It's low key slapping
it's-
fire.
It's the bee's knees.
It slaps
Did I get it right?
hard. It's the bee's knees. You got it.
You
Yeah.
got that one. Heck yeah.
These elbows.
I did it.
The bee's elbows. Nope, that's not it. But anyways, we're at EXP. It's an amazing business model, which allows agents to partner with 7 other agents when they join the company. And I happen to be TK's power bottom, meaning he's my sponsor, and I am partnered with him and 6 other people in our line of partners. And it has allowed me to be around a lot more like-minded individuals. And so I'm leading the question with that because I know what everybody's answer is going to be. But please talk about the differences between in our case, your husbands being at their previous brokerage and now being at EXP in the eyes of the wife.
So little different for us just because he was not non-EXP for long
Right.
before he shifted. But I mean, I feel like it's so apparent the non-competitive feeling with you and your partners, the collaboration, and not even just with you realtors alone. I feel like the wives are involved. Like there's just so many relationships. People want the other person, the other groups to succeed and to win. And there's just so many more events planned to help one another better their business. It's not just like, here, you're on my downline. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go make me money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, it's a big collaboration.
Yep.
I also I didn't really fit in my last place.
Yeah. We do.
There's a picture of you at your last place. A great headshot that if anybody wants to Google Taylor Kielty, Engel and Volkers, which, hey, Engel and Volkers is a great brokerage, but just Google this picture.
Oh my gosh.
Just
so
not you,
good.
babe.
If you could, and if you're not going to Google the picture, let me describe it to you. What it is picture in every like 90s, 2000s movie, and there was just like frat douche, like preppy guy. That was Taylor Kielty. He would have been a perfect fit for like. Remember, have you? What Transformers is it where the guy's like
Oh my gosh.
he's
about
looking
the
for a
tight
smaller,
shirt.
tight shirt, and he's like, "Don't have any. We checked everywhere." Or something. He's wearing like 4 collars. That was Taylor Kielty at Engel and Volkers. And if you know Taylor Kielty, he is not that person.
good.
And so, anyways, love Engel and Volkers, but that was not you.
No.
For sure.
No.
Found a different home.
I will say you looked good in that photo.
Heck yeah.
You would have played a great
Rocked it.
bad boy frat villain in a movie.
I mean, he looks even better in chains. So, should we get into that?
Yeah, I mean, there is another photo.
Another picture you'll have.
Well,
to
we're talking about
send
TK's
me a personal
photos.
message.
boy.
He also, one of those 5 jobs that he had in 2 years.
Yeah,
or
one of your
year,
5
whatever,
jobs was
a personal trainer.
to make people go, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was basically his job in that photo.
Yeah.
But Ashley, same question to you. Talk about the difference between when we were at our previous brokerage to now, like for you. Because like for me, there's a bunch of things, right? But like in your perspective, like how it has maybe changed our mindsets or just the people or whatever. Like what is it to you that sticks out?
Yeah. So again, like Chelsea said, it's the people. I mean, it's just this amazing community of people that come alongside you and cheer you on and really want you to succeed and grow in all aspects of your life. And even the wives, like Daniel Beer and Kyle Whistle, who are in California, like they know who I am and they say hi to me at all the events. And that's just really fun.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not necessarily directly like helping them or anything, but they still know me and appreciate me. And that's pretty cool. But just all these amazing people that I get to do life with. And it's like this big family. And I know I could turn to someone in a second with a question, and they would help me out. And they're all just badasses in every way in their personal lives, you know, in their fitness or their business. You know, everyone's just always got this growth mindset.
Yeah. She's not talking to us.
Yeah. And,
So, like, but I think a lot of people listening would be like, well, I could get that anywhere. I'll just
Yes.
go, like, to any office that has young, fun people, and they'll be the same.
So the other thing I was going to touch on was just with that growth mindset, we've just had our eyes open to opportunities and, like, financial things that we just didn't even know about.
Yeah.
Or,
100.
like,
We're on the radar.
Yeah.
I now know what a syndication is. And I'm not even in real estate. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And, you know, like, just those things
And
are
for
like...
my wife to know what a syndication is, let me tell you,
Yeah, right?
that is a miracle.
The
You know what I
sexy
mean?
secretary is
The
coming up.
sexy secretary knows a syndication.
So just all these other, like, avenues that... You know, at traditional brokerages, they just talk about selling houses, you know, and how can you do that? Some brokerages don't even talk about how to, like, create a team. Like, if you eventually want to cut back on your production and, like, grow a team
Be with
and
your
all that sort
family.
of stuff so you can have more time, like, they don't even talk about that. They don't even necessarily, some of them don't even, like, promote it.
Or
you
bring it
know,
up.
like, yeah. So, like, EXP just really expanded even my mindset and viewpoint on, like, how many other opportunities there are out there with insurance or mortgage or title or syndications or like
Investment
different ways to
properties,
invest, like the BRRRRs, the
I mean, we
just
got
the
our second
traditional
rental
method.
property because of a simple
Yeah.
conversation with AJ Pedersen.
Yeah.
You know,
And then,
just
yeah.
running stuff by him. He's like, yeah, do this. Why wouldn't you?
Yep.
And now we have, now we have 2 properties, and it's like that wouldn't have happened
Yeah.
without being here. And
in stocks and just,
Yeah.
there's just so many.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, Chelsea and I almost did a contract for deed
Yeah.
look at that. Look at you.
because we called a couple of our
Did
partners.
you call Herman?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I love Herman. Shout out to Herman. Woo,
Herman
woo.
Antonov. He's the funniest guy. I love Herman so
Yes.
much. Yeah, and I'm glad that like our spouses see that because
Yeah.
that's ultimately why you and I joined EXP was for the people. It wasn't
Right.
for the money. It wasn't for, I don't know, whatever else people may think. It's strictly for the people, and to have people that are constantly in your corner rooting for you and care because they're incentivized to care, and that's the beauty of this business model. It's just night and day compared to my previous experience, you know.
Totally.
I know
And they really know how to have fun and throw down some
We
really
definitely
awesome
know how to party.
parties, and it's super fun to travel together.
Yeah.
Just a touch.
Yeah. It's the events.
It's pretty epic.
Super casual, though.
Yeah,
Soup's
so
cash. All right, let's get into the fun part
Yeah, baby.
because I can't wait to wipe the floor with you guys in this draft. So if you've never heard of what we're about to do, There are many people on like TikTok and Instagram that do this, and they basically do a draft of different things. And so, like my last podcast, we did Thanksgiving things because it was around Thanksgiving time. We're in December right now. We are we're full on into Christmas, and we're going to be doing the top Christmas movie draft.
Yes.
And then you guys out there listening or watching will be able to vote to let us know which person drafted the best team. So we're going to have 3 rounds. And I think because, this is about the wives or spouses of realtors, we should probably allow Chelsea to go first.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And then
Let's go,
Ash.
Chels.
And then me.
And then the eye candy.
And then
He's not
TK.
worried. He's got a repertoire of 50.
He
Apparently.
has 50 movies apparently, so I'm
Whoa.
excited to hear. I mean,
There is this thing called Google.
I may have Googled, but I'm telling you, dude, this list over here is fire. So
All right.
let's
Mine's
get
water.
into it. So again, we're gonna start this draft, and with the
Lay it
first
on us.
pick in the Christmas movie draft, Chelsea selects.
Home Alone 1.
Oh, you son of a
So good.
B.
I
Hold
am
on.
gonna go.
Hold
with-
on. No. Hold on. I gotta hit my draft. I have to hit my draft music. You don't just
Oh,
go.
okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, Home Alone 1.
Yeah.
That is definitely on my list.
So
Yep.
good.
If it's not, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, I still can't watch the scene where he steps on the nail, though.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
Like,
bad.
I have to look away.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, and I look away.
Deacon's
Yeah.
favorite part is the fire on the guy's head.
Yes.
And he sticks it in the snow every
Yes.
time. He's nervous about it. Like, when's the fire? But
When's the fire? Yeah.
Oh, he loves it.
I
Loves it.
think I liked, it was either when he shot him with the BB gun or when the guy came through the window and stepped on the Christmas
Yeah.
ornaments. That was always like the best.
So good. Oh,
I'm a
that whole
sticker.
movie.
I have
like
so
the,
many favorites of that movie. I love when
know.
he falls down the hole and then he cracks his back and he's like, "Oh, what
Yeah.
a hole!"
That's number 2.
That's the second
Oh,
one.
that's the second.
You're
yes,
jumping
that's
ahead.
New York.
Shoot, I'm sorry.
What's Ashley going to
Getting
say?
him confused.
Yeah. Is
What
she
about
going?
what about the firecrackers with the TV and he's faking
Get
it
out of here, you
fire?
filthy.
Yeah.
And then when he grabs
Keep the change up.
the
filthy
sink
animal.
and he's like, "Oh!" and then he turns into a skeleton. Oh, so good.
It's such a classic.
good.
All right. With the
All right.
second pick in the first round, Ashley Miller selects.
The Santa Claus with
You
Tim Allen.
son of a-
Number
Oh,
one.
it's my favorite ever. Yes, the
'Kay.
first one. It is the greatest
Yeah,
Christmas movie of
that's
all
a good-
time.
it's a good
Oh,
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
it's a good
I don't
one.
know what else to say about it other than it might be the best one.
Yeah. Oh,
Except
so
for the one
good.
I'm about to pick.
I know that
I
one's
can't
my
wait
favorite
for
too.
it.
Oh, those are tied.
All right. I haven't decided yet because I just wrote them down like really quick. Gosh. All right. I got to go
Let's hear it.
with the first pick. Or the third pick in the first round. Tyler Miller selects Elf.
Sure.
So good.
If you don't like Will Ferrell, turn off this podcast. I'm sorry. Like,
But it's okay if you don't like all of Will Ferrell,
is it
because that's me.
what? Like, name
don't you
one you
like
don't
Will
like.
Ferrell?
Okay, can I be honest?
Yeah.
Elf is like the only one I do like.
What?
No, Daddy's Home. I do like
there are
those. ones.
Anchorman
Yes.
is so good.
Oh, I don't know if I hate Anchorman because of Taylor's like always quoting it. Maybe that's what's turned me off.
What
so
about
much.
oh gosh, Step Brothers?
Yeah, that one's
That
fine.
one's so funny.
I feel like there's more that you would like if you would like see the list.
And
but
then-
I'm sure
oh.
everyone has some duds.
Yeah.
and then
You know, I
Get
get it.
Hard. That was hilarious.
Get Hard.
Oh my gosh, so
When
good.
Kevin Hart's coming up with all of his, or Will Ferrell's coming with all the
Oh
lines
my
for when
gosh,
he's in
it's too
prison.
good.
He's got the
Oh.
recorder. Oh my gosh, that's the
Yeah.
greatest. You like Costco?
You like Dick and Bull.
Oh yeah, what's the one with him in there? When
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I'm gonna
he's
punch
go
you
to
in the
Home Depot
fuck.
for a
Oh.
casual Saturday. What's that one?
That's old school.
That one's good. I like that.
That
one.
one's good.
So
yeah.
you like more than you think.
Yeah,
That's what we're
there's just a
discovering.
couple
Great.
tokens. That
I mean,
like.
There's a
like
couple for sure.
Semi-Pro is terrible, and there's
Honestly,
a few that are
what-
pretty
I don't
bad.
think you
and
can
then
get
what's
better
the-
than
Nights?
Talladega
what's the one-
Nights
Oh,
and
I hate that
Anchorman.
one.
What do I do
Oh
with my
really?
hands?
That one's pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't like
know.
the one where he's like a skater,
I'm on fire.
like an ice skater. I don't like
That one's good too.
What is that
Blades of Glory?
Eh.
I don't think I know that one.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
We're gonna skate to one song and one song only. My humps. My Fergie. No one knows what it means. It's provocative.
gosh, so good.
All right.
Okay.
With the fourth pick in the first round, TK
What is it? What is it?
selects
Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation.
Did you say Chevy Chase?
National Lampoon.
It's Chevy.
National Lampoon.
But that's a great
Christmas
movie.
Vacation.
But
That is
don't
a
say
great
Chevy.
movie.
Chevy.
There you go.
What'd I say?
You said Chevy, like the car.
Oh my god.
That is a good one.
Chevy.
Yeah.
I have a confession to make. We put a bomber hat on Deacon the other day.
Oh,
yeah?
I love it.
And I looked at my 4-year-old son and I was like, okay, now Deacon, look at me and say, shitter's full.
For sure.
He totally, with his snow pants on and stuff, he had Uncle Eddie
Shitter's
written all
Oh, he had
my
it.
gosh.
He had it nailed
it's
down.
so good. Him trying to figure out the lights not working.
Oh, my
And then
gosh.
the squirrel in the tree.
Yes.
Those are like the best scenes.
We almost had a National Lampoon's Christmas tree this year. We took a couple
would
things
be
off the
amazing.
walls,
Dude,
bringing
so
it in. It's huge.
It was ridiculous. So we got really excited. I measured it, and I thought for sure we had 13 feet to work with.
Yeah.
No, it's not so
No.
much.
We got a
Close.
12-foot, 3-inch tree.
What do you have, 11-foot ceiling?
We get home, and there it's literally 11.9. So we're shaving little inches off of this freaking
gosh.
tree, dude. And we get it up there, and it's hitting the top of the wall.
Our star literally is like
Well, yeah,
wedged
then you got to count for the star.
into the peak.
The star is what, another 8 inches probably?
The top portion
Just
has
bent. The stars just like hanging down.
That's
The
amazing.
star's in the middle.
Oh, it's so good.
And then he kidnaps his boss. And God, it's such a good movie. All right. So far, well, we'll recap. Oh, yeah, there it is. That is to the top of your. That is amazing.
That's amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
Terrible.
I love it.
Also, at what age do you finally allow your children to decorate the Christmas tree?
Oh, so we have 2 trees.
Yes.
I'm
The
so
one down here, we do. The one upstairs, they
Same.
can.
Okay.
We do this one, they do the upstairs one. Yeah.
We're gonna need 3 because we have an office.
Yeah, Taylor won't even let
Right.
Deacon decorate his one downstairs.
Oh, yeah. No,
So,
the kids, they
5
screwed up.
trees.
Yep.
5 or 6.
Okay,
maybe?
we'll find. Wait to find another location.
Her, was it your aunt that had a tree in like every room?
Yeah, she had 12 trees.
Oh,
All
would
different
be-
colors.
that would
yeah,
be
all
Taylor.
different themed. It was so cool.
See, that's I'm all about a theme.
I know,
All right, so Chels has Home Alone 1.
Yeah, all right.
And that's a good one. Is it a first pick? Is it an overall
It
number
is for
one?
our
I mean,
family.
yeah.
It's big in our house.
it's up there.
It's been played about 15 times. This
I think
year already.
we watched it twice already. Yeah, it's a good
So
one.
Tyler,
Yep.
is it? Yeah.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's
but all
there.
right.
It is.
So with the first pick in the second round, Chelsea.
This is me personally only. The Holiday.
Not even on my
I
list.
don't even know if I've seen
Oh,
that
I
movie.
love it. It's
Is that
my
with,
favorite.
The one with
Cameron Diaz
yes.
and Jude Law
I literally don't know if I've seen
Isn't
it.
and Blackjack.
Yeah, so I was gonna
Jack
say, isn't
Black.
Blackjack in
Blackjack.
it? Yeah.
Blackjack's there, baby.
Blackjack is a casino
I love
game.
it, you guys.
Jack Black is
If
the
you've
actor's
never
name.
watched it, go do it and let me know.
Yeah,
a
watch
quality-
it. Yeah.
I think Chelsea just lost.
T, baby. It's
Hey,
Quality
if I
film.
win my own, I don't care.
Yeah.
If I win my own draft.
Which means I'm gonna vote for it.
Yeah.
it's a quality film.
Yeah, Taylor likes it. Hey, it's a win.
Yeah.
Taylor's just being nice.
I gotta
All right.
watch it.
All right. The Holiday. Not on my list. We'll move on. And it was on Google, and I went right past that shit.
Oh, it's so good.
It's probably because I've never seen it.
Yeah.
If I saw it, I'd probably love it. All right. With the second pick in the second round, Ashley Miller selects
I gotta go with Home Alone too.
Yes.
the Pigeon Lady. You son of
Good.
a!
I
New
love
York
the Pigeon Lady. I mean, it's technically me. I'm like
You are the pigeon
mother
lady.
of ducks.
Yeah.
You are.
You know, in our
My family's
neighborhood.
in
So
Florida, and I'm in New York.
yeah.
We just watched that one like yesterday.
What a hole!
so good.
Right?
Yes.
That's the
Oh
one
my
that you
gosh,
like, where
so
he falls down
amazing.
the hole.
Is that the one where he grabs the electrical thing?
No, that's number
That's
one.
the first. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's number 2. He's
Is it?
covered in paint,
Yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
he is down in the basement.
Yeah. He falls down the hole.
Yep.
Says, "What hole?" That's the best part.
Wow! What a hole!
Good. Yeah. And then he slides into the paint and grabs onto the thing.
Yep.
And turns into the
Oh,
skeleton.
that's a
My
good
kids
one.
think that's
Also,
so
did
funny.
you guys know how many different Home Alones there are?
Yes.
Isn't there like 5
There's
now?
like
or something?
6 now.
There, yeah.
I haven't seen any of the new ones.
well,
Have you?
only the first two are with like the actual.
Does he
Right.
get left home alone again like 6 times?
Well, no, it's a new.
The
it's a
third
new
one,
boy.
he has like the chicken pox, so he's home from school.
Yeah.
At some point,
it's a
do
new
they
boy,
take
yeah.
the kid away from the parents?
I know, right?
Like how many times?
They should make a Home Alone where it's a not happy ending.
Yeah, he dies. He gets
And then
He gets
social
abducted.
services.
Home Alone, the realistic version.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah.
Alone. What would really
2020.
happen?
And
Yeah.
the parents get arrested.
Right?
For leaving.
I mean, my son is 9, and I could only imagine what would happen if I ever left him alone. for
Honestly,
more than, like
I
30
bet
minutes.
I bet he could do it. I bet Jamie could survive. He can make a PB&J and shit.
Heck yeah. And shit.
That's
and
all
shit.
that matters. Yeah.
So he can do
Yeah.
both.
He can shit
Microwavable
and make a
macaroni and
sandwich.
cheese.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so Ashley took Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Gosh, what am I going to take? Oh, man, it's a tough decision. All right, because do I go 2 Will Ferrell movies in a row? Do I do that? Is that I
What
don't know.
else are
You
you
would.
talking about?
I don't know.
I think I know what he's doing.
but I
Will
love the
Ferrell.
movie so much.
I know.
Oh.
It's such
so
a good
funny.
one.
I bet
Put
I
it on
know.
It's
But I
so
don't know
good.
if I want to do it.
Put it on there.
Can I get it in the 3rd round? You think? Is
Not
it going to make it
anymore.
on the
I
table?
think you
Not
probably
anymore?
could. But now that you've
Now that you've been talking about it, maybe not.
making it known.
Maybe I'm
now
psyching
TK
you
is
guys
gonna
out and I don't
take
even
it.
want it, and I'm just trying to get you to take it like the holiday.
Tyler, you're going to text me in like 2 days and be like, oh,
The
I thought
holiday's the
Chelsea
best
was going to
movie
pick
ever.
like
It's like
a
an
Hallmark
auction.
movie or something.
It's an auction draft that you're trying
the
to.
Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah, I
bid it up.
I threw out Daddy's Home too, just to see if somebody will take it. All right, with the 3rd pick in the 2nd round,
Third pick, isn't it your second?
it's my 3rd pick in the 2nd round.
It's the third.
The
The
third,
third pick.
not your third. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do this again. 3rd pick in the 2nd round. Oh my god, I'm so torn. Christmas Story.
Oh, I hate them.
Totally.
I don't like that movie either. It's
I do
so
not
boring.
like
The
that.
value of
God.
Ralphie in the 2nd round. You guys are out of your mind.
You just lost.
Yeah. You definitely
Me and
lost.
Chelsea just
You lost
finished
the whole
last.
table.
Okay.
So bad.
It is the only movie
So boring.
that is played on a loop for like the entire month of December.
That
I know
doesn't make
so
it
exactly-
good.
boring though.
That
I
doesn't
know
make
exactly
it good.
what channel I'm not looking at.
I know, right?
Yeah. Can we get a poll?
Can we
on-
block
Okay,
that
hold
channel?
on. Come on. You guys, there's classic scenes in that movie. Let's be real here.
That's just as
He gets
bad
his
as
tongue
picking
stuck.
Harry
Terrible.
Potter as a
I
Christmas
love
movie.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter's
Sure,
definitely not a
which
Christmas
one?
movie.
I always do
All
a
of
Harry
them have a
Potter
Christmas
marathon during Christmas. You have to.
I'm sorry, but with a lineup like Elf and A Christmas Story, I think you guys are all playing for second.
Oh, debate.
Have you seen my list? I'm pretty sure I'm winning.
What are you at?
Santa Claus and Home Alone 2.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is good.
It's
All right.
in the bag.
TK, with the 4th pick in the 2nd round.
What is it?
Polar Express.
Oh, that's
Never
cute.
even seen it, bro.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Don't even need to.
Oh,
Is it good?
Dynamite.
It's good. It's
Dynamite.
I've
Your
heard
kids
it's
will love
great.
it.
I've heard it's great.
My
Yeah.
kids like
I
it.
love Tom Hanks.
it's cute.
My kids also like Gnome Alone, but that's definitely not going to be on my list.
It's not going to make the cut.
I heard
not gonna make the cut.
Ashley just picked Gnome Alone.
No,
Right
I
now.
did not.
It's on the board.
Did not.
All right, we're into the final round of our draft. So far, Chelsea, what is on your list? You have, or not on your list, but on your
Yeah.
team?
Home Alone 1 and The Holiday.
Home Alone 1 is good. And Ashley has the Santa Claus and who?
Home Alone 2.
Pigeon Lady.
Yeah.
Your man here's working with Elf and Christmas Story. And TK, what do you got so far?
Christmas Vacation and Polar Express.
Chevy.
Shitters full.
Chases.
Chevy Chases.
Chevy.
Chevy. All right. With the first pick
Okay, where are we going to take
in the 3rd round, Chelsea Kielty selects.
I'm going to pull for all the classic people here. It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't think I've ever seen that either.
Oh, Ashley, you have some good ones to see.
I need to see that one too, but I
Maybe
know
it could be a
people love
hobby
it.
of ours, Chelsea.
Oh,
What's,
yeah.
We need
is
to
that the
watch
one
Christmas
where
movies together.
what is that like the Tim guy?
Tim Guy?
Isn't there like a little kid?
It's not
No,
the same.
that's a Christmas Carol.
Oh,
That's
what's like the line from A Wonderful Life?
Every time an angel sings, or no, what is it? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Oh.
It's kind of like in Home Alone 2 when the guy's like turtle doves and he gives them
Yeah, because they come in pairs.
come and pass.
Oh, goodness.
All
I
right,
don't know what to
so
pick. I'm so torn.
Chelsea,
So I finished off with Home Alone 1, The Holiday, and It's a Wonderful Life.
yeah, you tried to appeal to the classics, but I got him with A Christmas Story. So,
Oh, everybody
I'm
hates
totally not going classic, just FYI.
Me neither.
all right, Ashley,
Some of them
with
I
the
guess.
second pick in the final round, you select.
I gotta go with Bad Moms Christmas.
Yeah.
Because it's so funny. Oh my gosh. gosh.
Not
I
on my
love it.
list.
It's amazing.
Oh, it's a winner.
It's so good.
That's good. I'll give it to you.
Oh my gosh.
Don't give it to them.
It's amazing.
I'll give it as an
It was my backup.
I remember
She's
I went to the
all she's
theater
doing,
with
she's
my
appealing
mom's
to the
group,
moms
and it
watching.
was so
funny.
epic. Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. We all just died. We're like, this is too good.
Good one.
Yeah. Oh, give me a break. You're just
It's a
jelly
dud.
because you're gonna lose.
I am jelly, but I'm not going to lose because I'm about to get. I could get Daddy's Home 2 in the third round. The value of that is insane.
value.
I think you're wrong because Bad Mom's Christmas over Daddy's Home too.
No,
For sure.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
For
Yeah.
sure.
my wife loves Daddy's Home 2.
Bad Mom's
Just so you know, I'm
Christmas
gonna
is
take
But
so
Bad Mom's
my pick.
Christmas
funny.
has way more.
All you
like,
moms out there,
comedic.
better vote for me, please.
All right. I'm not taking Daddy's Home 2, just so you know. It's a for you if you want it.
I don't need the free.
It might be the best Christmas movie of all time, though, Daddy's Home 2, but I'm not going to
It
take it.
is really funny.
I'm going to go with controversial. Hold on. Hold
I know
on.
where you're going.
Hold on to your pants, everyone.
I think I know where he's
Yeah.
going to.
Die Hard.
Yep.
Ah, that is such a good one.
Oh, it's
Wait,
so good.
you got to say which one though.
Die Hard
The
1.
original.
The
I know,
only
right?
one.
the
Yeah.
only one that can.
Are the
qualify
other
as
ones
Christmas
even
movie.
Christmas?
I don't think
yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
Yeah, good one.
That is a good
All
one.
right. I got Chelsea to say it was a good one.
Yeah.
I win.
I mean, if my vote counts for that much, I think
I know,
win.
right?
It does.
Yeah.
The wise votes are the only ones that count.
You're making up for your last pick, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone
Good
loves
luck. Good
Ralphie getting kicked down the
I don't
slide
think
by
anyone
Santa
actually
saying,
likes that, babe.
"Ho!"
Hey, babe, when have we ever watched that movie on Christmas?
I watch it every year.
Never.
Fragile.
Alone. You have to
are
watch
such
it
a
alone.
liar.
I watch
you
it by
have
myself.
never watched it.
Depressed.
When?
Drinking eggnog.
If you can't get a
He
group of
has
people to
never
watch it with
watched
you,
that
it's probably
movie
not a
for
good option.
Christmas.
All
I
right.
feel like our generation just
TK with the final pick in the final round. What are you going with?
I'm gonna take it to the adult section here. I'm gonna go Office Christmas Party.
Oh, it's a good one too.
Office Christmas, like the
Oh,
Office.
like the
With Jennifer
episode?
Aniston? No.
Office Christmas.
Oh,
Is that with, like, Jason
That
Bateman?
one's funny.
Yeah.
I
That
do
one's
remember
really
that one.
funny.
I mean, it's a funny one.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like that one a lot.
Yep.
I've only
At
seen
least I
like
didn't have to
Seen
make
that
up
in
for
a
my
really
last
long
pick.
time.
It's like- I think people are going to vote for you because they think you're saying The Office, like the show The Office. Just so we were clear, he's not saying
It's
The Office, the show.
Christmas party.
Yeah,
Christmas Party.
watch it. It's really good. Inappropriate, though.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
yeah,
we said
for
we're
sure.
bringing the adult section out.
Yeah.
All right, so the recap is Chelsea had Home Alone 1, The Holiday, and It's a Wonderful Life.
Yep.
Do you have a name for your team?
Ooh. Classic CK.
Classic
Classic
CK.
what?
Classic CK. Ashley had Home Alone 1. What else did you have? You know what we just watched the other night
What?
and none of us picked?
What?
Family Man.
I have it on my list.
You
That
didn't
was
take
going to be
Family
my
Man?
next pick.
I
It's
totally
so
even forgot
good,
about that
but
movie.
It's not like a classic one.
The fuck is Family Man?
What?
Yeah, we have no
With
clue.
Nicolas Cage. Oh,
What?
We have no clue.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
What streaming service is it on?
Yeah. Can you give us some direction?
Ooh.
Did we do
What
Peacock?
watch it on?
Dude,
don't remember.
I will tell you right now, you will love that movie.
So
Okay.
good.
So good.
Okay.
He has a glimpse of like what his life would have been like if he would have stayed with his like
Okay, I feel
college
like
sweetheart.
this is similar to It's a
It's
Wonderful
really
Life.
good.
Because he
It's
has a
super
glimpse
good.
of what his life would be like if he doesn't
it's Nick
meet
Cage.
Mary.
Yeah,
I
Nick
know.
Cage
yeah,
is-
it's similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't believe you didn't take that. I totally forgot.
I know, it's so good. But I've got the Santa Claus, Home Alone 2, and Bad Mom's Christmas. So
pretty good lineup.
my name is... my team name is going to be The Obvious Choice.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Here
right?
we go.
Rub it in my husband's face.
Yep. You know, Home Alone 2, it's okay.
So good.
I can't believe no one picked Santa Claus too. Because I'm gonna be honest, I like that one over one. I think.
Do you really?
Yeah.
No way. The
Yes.
first is just such a classic.
I love
The
it.
first
I
one's
do
so good.
love the second one where he
I
finds
love
his
it.
wife.
Yeah, and all he uses is a little bit of magic
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah. What he does, like
Cute.
the gifts for all
Yeah.
the
Yes.
teachers and
That
stuff.
Yeah.
That was
cute.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to change your pick?
No.
Mine ended up being Elf. Dude, I got my top three.
Good
Elf's.
for you.
Maybe means you didn't pick the right three.
Yeah. Wrong.
I'm just in I'm you know, a league above you guys, obviously. Elf, Christmas Story, Die Hard. I don't know how you guys
Die
compete with
Hard.
that. I don't know how.
Die Hard's so good.
I had such a hard time. I should have gone through the streaming services to like click through because I had a really hard time picking them off the top of my head.
Yeah. There's Google.
Yep, but I tried to be original. Use this guy up here.
There's like, you guys are all playing for second. I'm sorry, but anyways, let's move on. Hold on.
Wait. Team name.
Yeah, you give a team
Everybody was applauding.
Sure.
My team name is Global Gym Purple Cobras because we're better than you and we know it. All right.
Oh, God.
Now it's on you, buddy. What was your final three or your total team here?
Team Eye Candy took Christmas Vacation, Polar Express, and Office Christmas Party.
Team Eye Candy took Chevy Chases.
Chevy.
Chevy.
How about just a common Chevy?
Ah.
Chevy, and then you had. I'm sorry. What was your second one?
Polar Express.
Polar Express. I gotta watch that.
You do. You do.
It's good.
I have another
It is
backup that you guys need to watch.
Yeah.
It's called Holiday.
Yeah, it's like the new Netflix ones. I think this one came out last year.
Okay.
It's funny.
It's like an 11 out of 10 for me.
So movies left off the list. Just a few honorable
let's hear
mentions. Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, okay.
I
Can
love
you
that
convince Taylor to watch
one.
that with me, please?
I actually
so
just
sweet.
watched
I
it. I
love
think it was
it.
literally last night.
Okay, but wait, did
You
you
didn't
watch
actually watch it.
I
did
watched
you?
the
whole
back
thing?
half of it.
which one? The old one or the
Oh.
newer one? Newer by
No,
like,
the newer
old.
one.
which is still like 20 years old.
Yeah, the guy from Jurassic Park.
Yes, it's so good.
The Grinch.
Okay, which one?
Yeah, no.
The cartoon.
Dr. Seuss's.
I
Yeah.
like
It's on my list.
Jim Carrey's Grinch. I think he's
love Jim
hilarious.
Carrey's Grinch.
We've watched it.
My kids
25
are
times.
terrified
Yeah.
of the Grinch.
Yeah.
The normal one.
Isn't that so weird?
that's
Like
crazy.
my 9-year-old
I
son
get
is like,
it.
I can't watch it. He's
I
too
get it.
scared.
And then
Kind of creepy.
How
the
did somebody
old.
pick the freaking Grinch.
I don't know, right? Like I think Chelsea may have botched that one.
It's on my list, literally.
I just love you and Chelsea shit. So you can take it. Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the old school ones, like they're classic,
terrible.
but they're really, really hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
What
cannot
about A
watch
White
it.
Christmas?
I
I
don't know if
haven't
I've
seen
seen that.
that.
Oh, you guys are missing out. Okay, I'm going to just shout out to Jill Olsen right here. She has the best, old movies, Christmas movie list.
Yeah.
A Wonderful Life, White Christmas.
Yeah.
The original Miracle on 34th Street.
Yeah, I
some
mean, we
good
should
ones.
watch them.
Yeah.
But they're
Love
black
Actually.
and white. They are full on
Ooh,
black.
I don't know if I can do that.
Daddy's Home too.
That is
Yeah.
And
obvious.
like the greatest scene in movie history is when they're arguing over the thermostat.
That's so
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
Every person in the
Relatable.
world can
Can relate
relate
to
to
that.
that.
Oh my
yeah.
So
gosh.
true.
What the hell is going? Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Who touches
the
the
two-
thermostat?
And then the two guys
This is
fight.
a sacred covenant.
Did you
He's
TT in
like-
your pants?
No, but he's like,
control her.
you better get control of your home.
No, like it's like get order of your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your home in order.
so
Oh my
Guys,
god.
how did somebody not pick Very Harold and Kumar Christmas?
Oh, that's on such a particular
That
list.
is a very specific
Oh my
list.
I love Harold and Kumar. I haven't watched those movies in so long.
Those are funny ones.
The last two I had written down were Gremlins.
Yep.
That's like a classic Christmas movie, which I
Gremlins?
haven't
Never
seen
seen that
forever.
one.
Never
Gremlins.
seen it either.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, I haven't watched it in a long time, so maybe it doesn't hold up. But like,
Okay.
it's like a scary Christmas movie.
Oh, okay.
And then Trading Places. You guys ever seen Trading Places
No.
with Eddie Murphy?
Heard of that.
No.
Yeah, just haven't-
It's good, but it's like an '80s movie. It kind of doesn't really hold up.
Is The Nightmare Before Christmas like a true Christmas
Yeah, that
story?
was ranked like
Or-
number 2 on the list I
never
was looking
seen
at,
that
but
one
I
either.
don't vibe with that
Have a
movie.
thing,
Yeah.
I don't like those movies,
No.
but I forgot about it
I
actually.
know.
Have you guys seen the new the animated Klaus?
Guys, that's cute.
Oh,
It's a
I think-
Netflix original.
No, we did. Wasn't that with
Klaus?
Is it like a reindeer or?
No,
who
he's
was it?
like the postman.
Oh my gosh, what about Prancer? Have you guys ever seen that?
Never heard of it.
Oh.
No.
Oh, it's so cute. It's like a real movie. It's not animated. And it's
I
about
haven't.
these people that save this reindeer and then he brings Christmas magic to
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if we could do this draft on just Netflix original Christmas.
Yeah.
They've
Honestly.
made so many since COVID.
They've
I
got
feel
some
like.
really good ones.
Shout out to Netflix.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Okay, well that was fun, and obviously the public can decide who was the winner. Me.
It's definitely not Christmas Story.
Yeah. It's definitely not Tyler,
Honestly,
but it could be one of the rest of us.
Yeah.
honestly, even without the Christmas Story, I mean, I'll just take 2. I'll take Elf and Die Hard.
He
and I
did
think
get
I got
Elf,
it.
so that and
Yeah.
Die Hard.
I don't know.
That's
I mean,
pretty
I
good.
love Elf, but it is not
Santa.
the classic for me.
I know.
him. The best.
Oh, you really like sugar, huh? Is there sugar in syrup? Then yes.
I remember in high school, a friend of mine and I were trying to note down everything he
Yeah.
put on that spaghetti concoction.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
To try it?
Yeah.
Were you going to make it?
Oh gosh.
We should
We
do it
should
at the
probably
Christmas
do
party.
that. That'd be
should, right?
amazing.
Spaghetti with just like
Yeah,
a syrup
Everything.
bar.
There's Pop Tarts
Yeah.
on there. Like,
We have to do it. That would be so
bar
funny.
without
I love
and then you
it.
have to eat it
Yeah.
basically with your fingers.
Yeah.
Okay, well, to end our episode, I wanted to give TK and myself a chance to talk about talk about what having our wives as our main support system has done for us and our business.
Ooh, we get the words of affirmation.
I'm going to sit back and drink.
We're setting you up for later tonight with this one, TK.
Oh boy. Pressure's on.
So, TK, why don't you go first, buddy? What, talk about what she has done as your main support system for you and your business.
Everything.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Don't actually drop the mic, though, but mic drop.
Yeah. No,
Chelsea's
everything.
like, be more specific.
I was like,
Yeah.
tell me more.
So
You gotta
remember
warm her
a
up.
few-
You can't just mic drop it.
He's got a lot of ways to work on that.
So it brings us back to
She needs to be
4.5 years
teased a little
ago.
bit.
No.
I
Not
can't
to bring-
answer this question
not
without
to
just
bring
going
that
back to the
here.
beginning.
Got to go back
Go
to the
through the
beginning.
whole life story.
when I tried to convince her that it was a great idea for me to get into real estate.
Mm-hmm.
And her very first thing was, "Oh, you're changing jobs again? Who would have thought?"
Yeah, seriously.
And then she popped open a bottle of wine. And
Yep. Got right to it, and the next thing I know, we're running around like chickens with our heads cut off. But in a nutshell, I can confidently say that if you don't have that side of it, it's virtually impossible to do what is required, especially now, at least in the last 5 years or so, to be an above average agent, not having that support system.
Yeah.
From simple help on taking care of the household to actually being able to service people to the best of your abilities and not have to worry about things in the back end, and just really like literally everything.
Yeah. That's so true, and it's hard to put it into words what they do,
No,
or what
you
they
can't.
mean,
No.
right? I mean, it's basically impossible, but I'll try my best. I think, it's like without my wife as a support system, I think that I would honestly be a much worse person. In every facet of my life, because I would be worse at real estate because I wouldn't be able to spend as much time doing it. I'd be a worse dad because I'd be upset that I wasn't working and I wasn't making money. I'd be a worse person myself because I'd feel bad that I'm not achieving my goals, right? And so having my wife as my support system literally makes me a better person, like in all facets of my life and my business. And I still am a shitty person.
We're not, Dave. What
You know
the
what? But
heck?
we could all be better, right?
Yeah.
But I think I play Warzone for God's sakes. I mean, come on.
Apparently, you and
Trash.
everybody else.
Me and everybody else, yeah.
You're
But-
trash.
You're my favorite person.
I know, but and I think I'm an okay person. But my point is I don't like. I just think of every good thing that we have in our life, and it's like it's just not even possible or even worth it without a really strong support system in your spouse. And so I think I can speak for Taylor. I think I speak for anybody that has a really strong support system for their own business. Thank you. It is not an easy role that you guys have at all. You are always constantly kind of in the shadows and not getting all the glory on social media like we do.
Point out that you also don't get to have as much fun all the time.
Don't get to have as much fun all the
Sucks
time.
watching us go do all this cool stuff.
Yeah, it would be so hard, and it takes a real strong person to do what you guys do every day. And I just want you to know that we love you very much, and we could not imagine doing it without you. So, with that being said, let's cheers
Yeah.
to the wives in real estate and the spouses in real estate. You guys are the most valuable tool. There we go. You guys are the
I
most
could've met you
valuable
halfway.
tool that we have in our tool belt and for our businesses, and couldn't do it without you.
Well, thank you guys
We
too,
love you guys.
because we could not do what you
No.
do. So
No, we couldn't.
and I wouldn't want to. So we
No one
appreciate
could be
you
the eye
guys just
candy
as
like
much.
TK.
Yeah. We love being the ones cheering you on.
Yes,
Yep.
cheerleading is fun.
Yeah. Where's our pom poms?
I know. What the heck?
Maybe they're coming for Christmas.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Well, for those of you that stayed with us for an hour and 34 minutes, I appreciate you listening and thank you for your support. If you got anything out of this, please let me know. Please let TK know. Reach out to us. We're here to answer any questions. Our wives are obviously here to answer any
Always here
questions.
for support.
Yeah. Open
You know,
book.
we're all like, that's why we joined the brokerage we did. We want to share and help everybody we possibly can. So always know that you can reach out to us. We're just normal people. You know, most of us are bad at picking Christmas movies. There's one that's really good at it, which is me. Everyone else.
If anybody wants to watch The Holiday with me,
Yeah.
apparently I need someone.
Other than that, we're all very much normal people and willing to help at all times. So please feel free to reach out, and thank you again for your support. Any last words?
Yeah, if you're going to reach out, just reach out to me first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vote for me.
Yeah.
Not during dinner
for
time,
Pedro.
please.
The obvious choice.
My daily schedule is no phone time from 5 to 6:30. So
Oh, it only takes him about 15 minutes to eat. So
Yep.
5 to 5:15 is good.
And I don't think there's any more appropriate way to end this than with a really quick TK. Can I get a? Oh, yeah. See you guys.
see ya.